The 76ers come in with a strong belief in defensive pressure, and that's why they get so many steals. You know this team isn't going to stop badgering you on offense and forcing turnovers. They will be challenged in this game versus the Heat, who come in hoping they can solve their turnover problems. They've had trouble running an effective offense without shooting themselves in the foot with mental errors. To see how it transpires, let's go to Bob Steele and Rod West, who are standing by in Philadelphia.
Welcome aboard, fans, and grab a good spot on your sofa. We're here at the First Union Center in Philadelphia. Bob Steele here with Rod West at my side. Let's take a quick look at the starters tonight. Who's going to shine out there, Rod?
Keith Van Horn has a nice little inside shot. I'm going to be watching him to see if he's able to take advantage of it out there on the floor.
Rod, we'll see how it unfolds. The player introductions are about to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention courtside for the player introductions. First for the Miami Heat. At center, Vladimir Stepania. At forward, Brian Grant. Also at forward, CARON BUTLER. At guard, Travis Best. Also at guard, Eddie Jones. And now the starting lineup for your Philadelphia 76ers. At center, from Washington, 7'1", number 11, Todd Bartola. And forward, from Utah, 6'10", number 4, Keith Van Horn. Also at forward, Lieutenant, 6'5", number 8, Aaron McKee. At guard, out of Michigan State, 6'3", number 20, Ace Stokes. At the other guard position, from Georgetown, 6'1", number 3, Allen Iverson.
The Heat control the opening tip.
Pick him up.
Pass passes the ball.
Two out. Line it up. Stay in.
Gets stopped by McKee. Uses the crossover. Dumps it off. 7 on the shot clock. CARON BUTLER launches from beyond the arc. Gets the front rim.
Butler telegraphed his shot. The defense was 3 steps ahead of him and was right in his face to force the miss.
Passes. Seven seconds to shoot. Iverson elevates. Passes it. They're inside. Grant pulls the trigger from the high post. Gets back iron and out.
Grant must have realized that he had an average defender on him and put up that shot. The problem is that he's just an average shooter.
McCullough makes the pass. Uses the crossover. Puts up the shot.
Better shot next time.
Iverson gets airborne. Brings the first bucket of the game.
Iverson didn't throw down the fanciest dunk right there, but it all counts the same.
Pick him up.
Passes. The Heat have the ball in a small deficit. 2-0. It's loose. Pass now has it. 7 on the shot clock. Takes the turnaround J. Doesn't get it all the way there.
Jones has a first-rate mid-range game. Even though he missed that one, he has to keep taking that shot.
Pass back.
Get him.
Pass caught by McKee. 7 seconds to shoot.
Roll it. 5 under 2. Stay in.
Van Horn takes a shot from the elbow. Gets the kind bounce off the back rim.
Keith Van Horn comes clean right off that pick, and it was pretty simple after that.
Offense just doesn't get any more basic than that, but it works. Grant throws it in.
Get him. I got him.
Pass passes. The Heat are just behind here, 4-0. There's the steal.
That's just a bad pass. Defense had that lane way cut off. Key mental error right there.
Tried to lay it in, but it wasn't finished by Iverson. Odd man breakout. It's 3-on-2. McKee gets whistled for blocking.
That's his first foul of the game. First team foul.
He can't get the first. Grant will come off the floor. Grant will come back in the game.
Get him.
The 76ers bring it up. They're shooting 50% from the floor. Passes it.
14 grow. Slice.
Passes. 7 on the shot clock.
Screen coming.
McKee launches from beyond the arc. Gets the foul. He'll get 3 shots from the stripe.
You don't foul on the perimeter. Simple as that.
He gets the first of 3. He sinks the second. He nails the third. Ellis inbounds the ball. Pass passes it. Just under 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Pass left wing. 7 seconds to shoot. Jones goes with the fadeaway. Can't get it to drop.
You cannot beat that kind of hands-on, in-your-face coverage, and it's so constant, too. That's a good example of how you play defense.
Iverson with the ball.
It's going inside.
Snow uses the leaner inside. Gets the far iron, but it goes in.
It's always tougher to hit a jumper while you're moving.
He shows perfect concentration and control and knocks it down. Passes it. Goes with the crossover. Nice two-handed hanger by Jones.
Jones made sure he wasn't coming away empty-handed by throwing it down.
The 76ers have possession, and they're on a 9-3 run.
13 down. Stay in.
Iverson releases from 15. Gets the front rim.
Iverson was playing the percentages there. He generally makes that shot, but not that possession.
Go, power stack.
Launches from beyond the arc. Tickles the twine.
He is just brutal on the defense from the three-point land, Bob. Truly one of the great shooters in this league.
The 76ers could add to their lead with a bucket this trip down. Pass low post. Shoots from the paint. Can't drop down his shot.
Way to claim the offensive glass right there, Bob.
Butler dishes it off. The Heat are at the controls. They're shooting 50% from the arc.
1-on-1.
Passes. Takes a quick shot. Doesn't get it all the way there. The 76ers work it up court. They're shooting 42% from the floor. Got it off in time, but the buzzer beater was missed by Snow. There's the horn, and at the end of one, it's 9-6. The 76ers have the lead after one period, Rod. What's been the key stat as far as you're concerned?
Field goal percentage, Bob. They're definitely doing a better job in finding the open man, and that's why they've got a nice little lead.
Van Horn with the inbound.
Pick coming.
Passes it.
Stay in.
Gets cut off by Best. Passes.
Pick him up.
7 on the shot
Watch
clock.
the clear out. Shoot it, now.
Uses the crossover. Puts up the shot. Count that last jumper by Iverson.
Boy, that's a tough spot to be in against a shooter of his caliber. You've got to bring your all if you want to shut him down.
The Heat can cut into the lead with a basket here. Rises up. Down it goes. Nice finger roll. Just over 4 minutes here in the second quarter.
Watch out inside.
Snow passes the ball.
Circle one.
Goes to the crossover. Iverson commits the charge. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ellis throws it in. The Heat have the rock. They're 1 out of their last 2 from the arc. Passes it.
I'm open.
They work it in. Loose ball. The 76ers touched it last right before it went out of bounds.
Ball.
Shoots off the inbound. Not a chance.
He had a good look, but the D stayed as tight as a new pair of shoes on a rainy day. This is going to be a real close matchup.
The 76ers head into the front court. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. Van Horn with the rock. Shoots. Gets the front rim.
Van Horn must have realized that he had an average defender on him and put up that shot. The problem is that he's just an average shooter.
The Heat have it. They're shooting 50% from the arc. Top of the key. Jones. Guys. Dunks it down with one hand.
Solid pick right here, Bob. Someone ought to call that out for him.
Well, the pick holds the defender up just long enough for the offense to get the high percentage dunk. McCullough inbounds the ball. The 76ers would love to extend their lead this trip down. Caught by Iverson.
ISO. Help.
McKee from inside. Bounces it off the left rim, then in.
Man, he is just deadly with that shot. Easy deuce.
Just under 3 minutes here in the second quarter.
14 blue.
Best makes the pass.
I got him. Watch
They
baseline.
push it inside. Passes. Takes the turnaround Jade. Connects off the front rim.
He doesn't normally take those, but he saw an opening, got it to fall.
The 76ers bring it up. They're shooting 45% from the floor. Stolen. Passes it.
Things got a little jammed up under the net right there, Bobby. A golden opportunity for the defense to get in there and get the steal. That's how you play defense.
Best gets his 6th point of the period. He's got 6 total. Just over 2 minutes here in the second quarter.
Ball. Side D.
Passes. Uses the crossover. Gets stopped by Jones.
84 pop.
7 seconds to shoot. Pass to the paint. McKee takes off. It's blocked.
Just like in swimming, the buddy system works wonders on defense. The double team can be risky because it draws the resources away from somewhere else on the court. But when it works, it's the best.
Grant is asking for it in the post. Lets it go from 7 feet out. Can't sink the well-defended shot. Nice rebound by the 7-year man out of Georgetown. Van Horn has it. Intercepted.
Smart read by the defensive guy, Bob. He saw what was going down, jumped out to pick the pass.
Hit the left iron, but missed by Ellis. Iverson is at the controls. He's shooting 40% from the floor.
Go, 14. Tee it up.
Snow passes. Shoots. Drops in the well-defended shot.
Using pitch like this is essential for a jump shooter. He gets enough space and knocks down the shot.
You know, every college coach in America talks about fundamentals like this, and it's great to see it at the NBA level. Butler with the inbound. Ness works it up court. He's 3 of 4 from the floor. Passes it. Launches from beyond the arc. Picks up his 5th point of the quarter. He's got 10 total.
He is too good from out there. Those threes are almost automatic.
The 76ers can tie it up with a basket this trip down.
pick. Help down
Iverson,
low.
high rises, goes glass on the layup.
Iverson.
I got him.
Ness has the rock. He has 6 points from the paint. Ness passes it. It's stolen.
Now, when you're down low like that, it's way too easy to get the ball stolen. Don't put it on the floor. Too many people, too crowded, too many hands, too easy to get it taken away.
Goes with the crossover.
Double up.
Iverson fires from the post. Now is in double figures.
Iverson has a crossover move that's the envy of most NBA players. We got to see it on that play.
9 seconds here in the second quarter. Passes.
Open two.
Deflected. And it's loose inside. We've reached halftime with the score 19-17. Let's go studio side. Here's Clark's recap of the first half.
Welcome to the ESPN Halftime Update. It's time for a quick review of the numbers from the first 2 quarters. The 76ers have done a great job of taking and hitting higher percentage shots, but surprisingly, this game is still close. Expect a real dogfight out there in the second half. Allen Iverson, in the first half, has a total of 10 points and 4 rebounds. He'll walk away with our Sega Sports Hot at the Half player. That will do it for now. Make sure to tune in to the ESPN postgame show at the conclusion of the game. We'll send you back to Bob and Rod.
Substitution for the Heat. Substitution
Van
for the
Horn
Heat.
throws it in.
Ball.
Snow dishes it off.
15 go. Switch out. Double up.
Grabbed by McKee. Hook that last layup by McKee. Passes it.
Loose. Watch out inside.
Passes.
Turn 4-5. Don't get pinned. Turn
7 on the shot clock.
Help.
Fires from the right block.
Brian
Gets the tough shot to fall. You don't see him taking or making many of those.
Grant didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too. And after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in, Rod. Van Horn inbounds the ball. The 76ers have the ball. They're 5 out of their last 6 from the floor.
Double down.
Snow passes the ball. He's swatted away, and it's loose inside.
What a denial, Bobby. Got that hand up there and sent it back down. Great job.
The Heat are at the controls. They're 2 out of their last 3 from the arc. The 76ers can extend their lead this trip down. They'd love to do that. Passes it. Tries the spin move. Gets cut off by Jones. 7 seconds to shoot. Pulls the trigger from the high post. Dipped up and in by Van Horn.
They've been hitting the offensive glass hard the entire game, and that has put them on top.
The Heat work it up court. They're shooting 66% from the arc. Now by Jones. Picked off.
Snow continues to pester the offense into coughing it up and coming away with big-time steals. A few more plays like that, and they just might squeak by with this one.
Gets busy.
Double.
Gets back iron and out.
McKee can't believe he blew that one, and neither can I. No excuse not to finish when you're that close.
The rejection with perfection and gathered by Van Horn.
Bob, you can be as big as an oak tree on defense and still miss the shot block if you're not in position. He kept himself in front of the basket and gave that shot no chance at all.
Let's go inside.
Unloads from about 20 feet out. Doesn't get it all the way there.
He's almost a guaranteed deuce from that range, but the D kept a little bit closer than his shadow. He's going away empty-handed.
The fadeaway was no good by Stepanian.
Stepania was so close you had to believe there was no way he'd miss that one, and that only makes it more pathetic that he did.
Van Horn makes the pass.
Pin down.
McKee puts it up, bounces off the left rim and out.
Pick him up.
Now in the paint. Grant takes the quick shot, gets the bucket and the foul. He'll go to the line for one more.
Excellent concentration here. Takes the jumper, gets hit, and still manages to drop in the bucket. Great play.
Got to be strong to make a play like that.
Hey, defensively, you never want to foul a jump shooter. Challenge it aggressively, but don't bail him out and hurt your own team by giving up the bucket and the foul.
He completes the three-point play.
Substitution for
McCullough
the
will head to the
76ers.
bench. Grant will come back
Substitution for
onto the
the Heat.
floor. Van Horn with the inbound.
Ball.
The 76ers head into the front court. They're 1 out of their last 6 from the floor. Passes.
Double down.
Uses the crossover. Puts it up.
He set himself up on that by going with the crossover. Everybody expects moves like that from him, but that doesn't mean they're any easier to stop.
The Heat have it. They're 2 out of their last 3 from the arc. Strickland passes. Strickland has the ball. Fires. Doesn't get the tough shot.
Strickland is only an average shooter in the best of conditions, and with the defender all over him, that certainly wasn't the best condition.
Passes it. Passes. 7 on the shot clock.
Stay tight inside.
Launches from beyond the arc. Puts up a miss.
Iverson is a good shooter from long distance, but the defender met the challenge on that one.
The Heat bring it up. They're shooting 66% from the arc. Received by Ellis. Releases from close range. Count it.
He's no marksman, even from the inside, but he finds a way to sink the shot.
48 seconds here in the third quarter.
Drop. Pin down.
Snow goes up. Gets the layup.
They can go 2 for 1 here if they want, Bob. Let's see how they manage the clock.
Strickland passes it. The Heat have the ball. They're shooting 43% from the floor.
Stay tight inside.
Grant now has it.
1-on-1.
Goes with a crossover.
Nobody dunks in our
Van Horn rebounds again. He's up to 7 now. Snow has it. He has 4 points from the paint. Grant is called for blocking. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
He gets the first of 2. Grant will come off the floor.
Substitution for the Heat.
Marks throws it in. The Heat can trim this lead down and bring it close with a bucket here.
Pin down. Sweat.
Passes it.
Block it out.
Passes. We're at the end of 3 with the score 29-24. The 76ers still cling to a small lead going into the 4th. What's been the key stat so far, Rod?
Field goal percentage, Bob. Basketball can be a pretty simple game. Shoot better than the other team, and you've always got an excellent chance of winning any matchup.
Get him. Quick. Stay tight inside.
Strickland dishes it off. Jones shoots from the top of the key. Gets back iron and out.
That's a nice job fighting on the offensive boards.
Marks capitalizes on the second chance opportunity. The 76ers would love to extend their lead this trip down. Passes it. Spins to the hoop. You have to explain to me how that happened on the replay.
Iverson's too good. The defender never had a chance there.
Rod, do you think he's showboating out there a little bit tonight with plays like that?
It ain't bragging if you can do it.
Butler inbounds the ball. The Heat are at the controls. They're 3 out of their last 6 from the floor. Passes. Inside pass. Lets it go from 7 feet out. The defensive rebound by Thomas.
Jones has to take the blame for that. That pick was pretty good, and he should have been able to lose that defender.
The 76ers work it up court. They're 0 out of their last 2 from the arc. Nice laying off the glass by Snow. The Heat have the rock. They're shooting 66% from the arc. Strickland passes the ball. Uses a crossover.
Nice steal by the D. Let him try and work that crossover move, and then you make sure you're right there to take the ball. Great play.
Passes it.
Watch the clear out.
7 seconds to shoot. Iverson is pummeled, and he'll get an opportunity to grab the 2 from the line. He gets the first of 2. Ellis will head to the bench.
Substitution for the Heat.
McKee comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. Marks with the inbound. The Heat head into the front court. They're shooting 42% from the floor. Passes. Jones rises up. Watches the lay-in.
He's got his rebounding fundamentals down, Bobby.
He sure does, Roddy. Anticipates where the ball's going to go, boxes out, and then cleans up. The 19-foot shot is off target by McKee. The steal. Strickland with the ball. The Heat have it, but are behind, 35-26. Brian Grant takes a quick shot. Can't stop the run.
He just has a nose for the ball, Bob. Amazing instinct.
It's instinct and desire, Roddy. He just wants the ball more than anyone else. Top of the key. Skies! Watches the lay-in. The Heat have it. They're 1 out of their last 6 from the floor. Jones makes the pass. Butler high rises.
That's his first
Van
personal
Horn
foul.
gets called for the
First
block.
team foul.
That's his first foul of the game. He completes the three-point play.
Substitution for the
Coleman will leave the
76ers.
floor. Stefania looks
Substitution
fresh
for the
coming
Heat.
back on the floor. Thomas throws it in. Snow brings it up. He's shooting 75% from the floor. Passes it. Goes with the crossover. 7 on the shot clock. Launches from beyond the arc. Doesn't get the tough shot.
Oh, Bobby, you gotta like the way he ripped that one down.
The Heat would love to cut into the lead some more with a bucket here. Chance passes. In low, in the paint. Passes outside. There's the steal. Snow has the ball. He's 3 of 4 from the floor. Pass caught by Snow. Tries the spin move. Slammed down by McKee. The Heat will take a timeout here.
Timeout, Heat.
Butler inbounds the ball. Passes. Lobbed it. They're inside. They work it in. Shoots. Knocks it in, and he's got a dozen.
You'll sink those all day, Bob. What a nice shot.
Snow is at the controls. He's 3 out of his last 4 from the floor. McKee passes it. It's deflected. Ness with the rock.
Yep, that ball was easy pickings down under like that. Don't put the ball on the floor when you're in the paint. In the middle of a traffic jam, it's yours to take or it's yours to lose.
Jones with the personal. That's his first foul of the game.
They can go 2 for 1 here if they want, Bob. Let's see how they manage the clock.
Ness with the personal. That's his first foul of the game. He gets the first of 2. He's off on the second. The defensive rebound by Grant. The Heat will turn it over.
76ers ball.
The 76ers can extend their lead this trip down. They'd love to do that. Snow picks up his 5th point of the quarter. He's got 9 in the game.
They've got this one wrapped up, Bob. Just play it smart and the game is theirs.
Ness works it up court. He has 6 points from the paint.
Pin down, pin down.
Launches from beyond the arc. Gets the front rim.
Let's go.
He gets the first of 2. second. The defensive rebound by Grant. The Heat bring it up. They're 2 out of their last 4 from the arc. Butler launches from beyond the arc.
Great job.
Bounces off the left rim and out.
That's a tough defensive matchup, but they did play it pretty good, and they prevented the three.
The 76ers have the ball. They haven't hit a shot from the arc. Passes it. Launches from beyond the arc. Picks up his 5th point of the quarter. Gives a total of 12 so far.
The key gets the bucket, but he's the beneficiary of one heck of an assist right here.
That's what a good teammate does. He gets you the ball right in the spot where you're most comfortable.
And after that, it's up to you to knock it down, and that's what he does right here.
Stepanya with the inbound. The Heat are at the controls. They're shooting 40% from the floor. There's the horn, and the game is in the books. The final score, 44-31. That'll do it for this preseason game. Make sure you catch SportsCenter so you can stay on top of the latest news in the sports world. Check your local listings for the correct time and channel. That's on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
Clark Dishman here with the ESPN postgame show. Let's get started. The 76ers come away with a 13-point victory over the Heat. They look to be in good form as they prepare for the regular season. The 76ers just made a determined effort tonight to only take high-percentage shots. The opposing team just couldn't pressure their shooters enough, and that proved to be the big difference tonight. Keith Van Horn wound up with a total of 4 points and 10 rebounds. He's our ESPN Player of the Game. Terrific performance. Well, that will do it for now. Make sure